I mean, granted, you know, there's so many, like, moments. There's even moments in the game in which I was at the last second and a big bubble started to appear and I was just a nanosecond off of getting my oxygen back. That's happened plenty of times in this stage. Okay, so we're in Starlight. Starlight is, kind of alright in a way. Just give me a second, I'm just going to... Yeah, I mean, you know, Starlight is, I guess, an okay-ish kind of level. It's just there, but, you know, there's not really much I can say about it. But, you know, I suppose it looks really nice aesthetically from the background and all that. I think it's mostly because of its, just, you know, very minimalistic colours. You've got this sort of military green sort of aesthetic. But I get that because, you know, we're sort of getting closer to, you know, like Eggman's, you know, fort or his, you know, his place of domain as such. So, in a way, yeah, I kind of get it at this point. But not just the, I guess, the aesthetics and colours, but also just the way of how the stage sort of works. Like, you got these parts right here, especially those fans that blow you. You cannot jump over them no matter, you know, how what. Even if you were over the fan, it will still fucking blast you back. But, you know, there's segments in which you're supposed to go up in a almost 90-degree angle. And that's sometimes not easy, especially where the point where you can still have to sort of slow down. And then you got shit like this when you have to precisely match your jump to make sure that you've got that perfect cut through. You know, like here. I mean, here it's not so bad. And then you just start going all over the place and you're thinking, fuck, I gotta slow down. But at least the good thing about this is that you don't have to, from now, because I got all the Chaos Emeralds, I don't have to worry about getting too many rings as such. But, you know, it is still there. Even, I think Zone 2, I say Act 2 and Zone 2, you know what I'm talking about. Anyway. It's made it better, especially with shit like this, but fuck, it's just having to get used to, you know, some of the other things that the levels are known for. Oh yeah, and these fucking egg bombs, fuck these guys. I really hate them because I get that they explode and all that, you gotta watch out, but even just them being there, you still can't touch them, then you could just have a fucking heart attack out from them. It's just absolutely bull. And even those guys suck ass. Well, not as much as the other guys do. See, even here, you need a bit of a build-up. Again, this was before Sonic could do a fucking spin dash on the ground and just start, you know, make things a lot more easy. I think they saw this opportunity and thought, well, we can actually make this happen. I'm so used to having Sonic do a spin dash for me on the ground. This was kind of alien to me, knowing that I can only jump, and I suppose I can gain a bit of speed when, you know, when the certain timing of it is right, especially when you're going down very fast. One thing I will say is that especially with most original stages from the original Sonic games, is that there is some sort of like an original mechanical concept, like the counterweight with those weights that propels Sonic to go up, and especially depending on how much force and momentum goes down. Oh yeah, that was pretty fucking funny. I didn't actually think I was at the end, so I thought, fuck it, I'll just slowly spin my way to the end. Yeah, and depending on how high you jump onto the platform is how high the ball goes, and then the high it will catapult you over. You know, shit like that is pretty good. You know, there's so much, I guess, original things that the original Sonic games could sort of take in respect. Okay, look at this. It's like something straight from fucking Tony Hawk's skate park thing. And you're supposed to just perfect your way up there by running up like so. Unless you have the runway, you're not going to achieve that from a short distance. And that kind of shit just really kind of irks me at some point, just because, you know, I just want to get a move on with all this shit, man. So yeah, like the ball didn't go up, but now it went up a little bit higher, so there we go. Physics, am I right? Anyway, so, yeah, that's, you know, Sonic, at least for this first Sonic game, I think it's done really well to showing us what this game is mostly capable of. See, and fuck, they have to, I really hate enemies that have that sort of, scatter feature that they have, especially on, you know, exploding from impact. Yes, it was a necessity, I had to pick up their fucking invincibility, for Sonic right there. Cute. And another feature as well is the bubble, which basically acts as an extra hit point for Sonic as such. It's basically your Aku Aku. But there's certain Sonic games, I don't know which one it is, but the one which the blue shield acts as not just as a shield or an extra hit point, but also as a magnet, where they attract rings towards Sonic, which is a really cool feature, especially for those that are very far away. I know Sonic Advance does this. I don't know if the original Sonic games do that, but I see the blue bubble shield as so. And it looks cool, but again, it's just an extra hit point. I know in Sonic 3, and I'm only just saying Sonic 3 because I can't say much for Sonic 2, there's other shields, like there's your flame shield and there's your bubble shield, and they all have, you know, different useful mechanics. I think they do have the blue shield, and I want to say it actually does attract rings. But again, we won't know for sure until we actually play the goddamn game. As for... yeah, actually... no, I'll get to that. Now, this boss wasn't hard, but I will say I wasn't actually playing this one very well. I was just sort of jumping all over the place and just hoping that Eggman would just perfectly line up to... So there's actually two ways you can hit Eggman. You can actually use those balls, or you can use the balls to, yeah, catapult yourself towards Eggman and hit him. I don't know if, like, the actual spiky balls do more damage to Eggman as opposed to yourself. I haven't really gone out of my way to experiment because I was just sort of... wasn't panicking, you could say, but I didn't really have, like, a set strategy. I just started jumping and going to and fro, and I guess sort of trying to guess or anticipate where he was going to end up next, but it turned out nah. So, you know, I costed myself right there. As long as you pick up one ring, you're all good. You know, you're not at the whole fault line, of course. And it sucks ass as well that these fucking things also have to be bombs as well. I mean, what the shit, game? But anyway. Luckily, I didn't actually struggle too far. When it came to actually first seeing Eggman, I think the one time in which, you know, I really struggled was the very final part. And that's mostly because of its, the way how you play it as such. But again, we'll get to that. At least, you know, I'll be happy when we fucking finish, for this stage. But then I remember what was the next stage after this, and holy fuck, that one was no fun. Mostly because of just how much the, well, I'll get to it. You know, I don't want to, again, jump the gun too much. Like, I want to also sort of explain, like, the Green Hill Zone, you know, everyone knows the fucking Green Hill Zone. And there's certain mechanics you know about it. Like, there's even certain secrets I know in Marble Garden. There was a hidden room that I saw that was off in lava. You know, I know some of those ones, because I just decided, you know, I had to go to various places.